Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Jonathan here. As you can see on the screen here, um, I don't know, it's paused right now. Now, typically, I would start this race at the beginning, doing a broadcast. Now, as I said before, I probably wouldn't do a lot of broadcast style races again if it wasn't that exciting. Unfortunately, it pretty much what I expected when it comes to the GT3 class. I totally dominated that race. I'll, you know, spoilers, I win the race by a lot. So the closest battle was Kyle Cleveland and Brian here. So this is going to be the last 10 minutes of the race between these two. And we'll just see how it goes from there. Again, I don't know what's going on in their class because obviously I'm busy. I'm obviously racing mine, right? So I don't exactly know what's going on. And by the time their race is finishing, I've already lapped them. So I'm somewhere else on the track. So, anyways, let's jump right in here as we're close to about. It's probably 28 minutes left. So, but this is where it's at right now. I'm putting the race up. About 30 minutes on that ticker. Right now, Kyle Cleveland has it shows a 6-second lead over Brian there. We'll see how it goes between those two. So it seems very odd that it's showing. I'll see where the gap is. I think it's not syncing right though, but we'll see. Is it saying that Mitchell is right behind him, and I don't see Mitchell. Unless it's another 5 seconds behind him. We'll see. Yeah, it's not adding up. I think something's wrong with the data system. But I think once we come around this time, it should clear itself, I believe. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, now that makes more sense. Makes more sense now. All right. As now it's down to 2.4 seconds because that seems a lot better in the gap that it was. But Brian Natchy seems like he's slowly catching him. Gap is kind of maintained about 2.1, 2.3 now. I just realized I'm not doing the last 10 minutes. I'm doing the last, 15 minutes. 10 minutes, it would be 35, but that's all right. I guess having a little bit extra of a broadcast is all right. I'm doing 45 minutes nonstop. Just wouldn't be fun. Like I said, it's just I'm too good for right now. What I'm doing, but
thanks, Gold.
And you hear the broadcast.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's all right. You can listen to them as well as this finishes up. One person you don't see here is Wes Graham. He's doing another league at this time, so we're going to be seeing mostly Kyle Cleveland and Brian Mitchell and Nick, the GT4s. GT3s, we have Blaine and DJ. I will do this just because I didn't know where they were or anything like that. I will just hop over quickly. I mean, as you can tell, 45 seconds, and the next closest to that is DJ He's going to buy Nick Gould there, GT4 class, but yeah, that's what I'm telling you. All right, back to this, as the gaps kind of depends on where Kyle's better versus Brian's better. Holy wow. Brian just took a huge chunk out of that curb there. Wow. There, airmailed that one. So from the relative thing I have, or the timing screen I have, saying it's come up to 10 minutes. Add about 2 minutes on that, I would say. So it's about 12 minutes left. Who knows? It says 10 minutes right there. Check around once we get to the start-finish line, see if we can find an angle so where we can tell when the white flag's waving. That gap's down to 1.9 now. Check there with Ryan 2.1. Seems like Checo, let's actually do a whole lap with him here once he gets to the start finish line. Just kind of comparison to where everything is when it comes to his overall speed. And 1.9 again. Seems like he's maybe a little bit better on the launch. 1.7, but definitely a lot better there. Launch. Let me do a on board with him. And do a whole lap around with him and see where he's gaining and missing here. On second gear. He flicks third for a second, then back to second. Third. Floats third right there. A little tight. A little wide. You heard me talk for a little bit there. I was getting past Alex there. Looks like, just from looking at the relative to what he's doing, it seems like Kyle is a little bit slower just in the technical area. Seems like it's just a little bit
I feel like I'm going to get a lap by Kyle.
The technical areas, or the more slow parts, obviously the
Well,
turns.
hands on the wheel, guy.
He's seems to be better there. Seems like Kyle has the better launch versus Brian, so that's where I think he's lacking a little bit. Maybe he's got a little more straightaway speed in certain areas than at 2.2 right now. So it seems like he's stable between that kind of a margin between 2.1 to 2.3. Gaps grow and shrink here and there. Now that gap's still sitting around 2.2 seconds. Brian, ooh, that's the gap opened up bigger there. About 3 seconds now. I think. Not sure if Brian's struggling with overall just grip when he gets on the braking, because he gave up a lot entering that turn, but he gains a lot back on the straightaway, so. What it looks like to me is that he's very conservative on the braking entries, but he's a lot faster. I say a lot, I mean maybe a couple tenths faster in the turn, so. Right now, that's pretty much your distance between those two. And to tell you the truth, I did not see Blaine and DJ at my relatives, so I had no idea where they were or how far back they were. Oof. But anyways, again, this is the closest battle we pretty much have.
Well, I've definitely found the downfall to this guy.
It's talking about his car.
What's that? This track.
Yeah.
Nick was struggling with this car.
I'm over here just going,
distracted with this car.
trying to hold it together.
Gap shrinking 1.8.
This may become my new favorite.
As Brian just talked there, saying how good he likes this
I don't
track
know who
combo.
dropped oil, but I'm feeling it.
.2 seconds, 1.8. If Kyle just kind of makes any mistake here and there, just slips a tire, goes wide here and there, Brian may have a shot to get to him. Back onto the straightaway here. Getting close to the end. Probably another almost 4 minutes left. I know it says about 2 minutes on here. It's almost about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but you have to count the rolling start. I don't understand why it does that, but race lab, so 1.7 stable around there. So again, Kyle makes just any little mistake, Brian's got a shot. Still 1.7. 0.6 there, 1.8. Kind of Brian drove a little deeper into that turn. Gap's starting to open back up again. Yeah, it's hovering around that that distance at this point. A little bit faster on the straightaways. And Brian's really throwing it in there now, trying to catch him. Carlos, I think, just struggling just a little bit under braking, it looks like. He slid there. Brian slipped a little bit too much more. If he doesn't overdrive some of these turns, he probably will catch Kyle. Just gotta be careful on how much he overdrives it. And that's a lot of thing about racing is that once you see someone like, oh, I'm right there, I got an opportunity.
Oh, man.
And as you saw in the back, Mitchell has an issue. Allows Nick to move back up a position.
Is she broken, Tiger?
No.
Fuel?
Nah.
Yeah.
Did there?
It's not quite to the white flag yet. We should see it, I want to say maybe next time by. Like I said, even though the time's run out, the still got probably a couple more minutes, which that should mean myself should take the white flag here soon. So we should see it from these guys here next time by here. As that gap is down to 1.1 seconds. Down to a second. Brian throws it into those turns, but everything he can. As long as he doesn't just overdrive it. That's the thing. I know it's hard, and that's just something. When you see someone so close, you think, just driving a little deeper, he'll stick, and it doesn't. So down to 0.8 of a second. It's getting tighter. See if we're seeing the white flag here. We'll be able to see it as they zoom wide here. See if Barney's waving that thing sucker. Yes, he is. White flag is out. 1 to go. Down to 8. Oh my God, I can't say that. Now half a second. There we go. Half a second. Brian's right there. Calvin 24. Right in that 404. Oh man, he is so close. Ooh, a little shortcut there, a little bit. Trying to do everything he can.
I don't blame you, brother.
Down in the hard braking zone in the back straightaway. Going back onto the NASCAR track for a brief moment. Brian gets a little bit loose there, hangs onto it. He still has a shot. If he can get through this braking zone here, he may still have a shot. I gave up a lot going into that turn. I think he was trying to get a better drive off. Oh, and Brian goes way too wide, and that's going to allow Kyle Cleveland to win in the GT4 class.
Good win, Kyle.
He came close.
GG's Brian, too. Hell of a job.
So close for Brian to get it done.
Yeah, hell of a battle, man.
I win.
You had me sweating.
But thanks for watching. I appreciate watching
Lost
this.
the rear end there
10.
coming up to the getting back on NASCAR. Otherwise, I think we could have had a side-by-side at the end.
flying by. But yeah, of course I win the GT3 class. Nothing to even show there. So, but anyways, thanks so much for watching this little 15-minute short broadcast style of this, and yeah, wish there was more action. I really want to show you for the GT3 or anything like that, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope to see you for more
This ain't
broadcast
too
style,
bad, huh?
NASCAR stuff, or just iRacing content.